Can you really live with knowing you never tasted McRib sauce?
Why do our favorite fast food joints insist on taking away our beloved go-tos? Remember McDonaldland Cookies? Gone. KFC's potato wedges? Gone. Yes, we're at it again, looking at 10 discontinued fast food items we miss the most. Part 3.
I have such a hard time saying goodbye.
Burger King Cini Minis.
Cinnamon, come to daddy!
What is it that makes a cinnamon roll so irresistible? It might be the fact that they have one of the most mouth-watering flavor tag teams in the food game, cinnamon and sweet frosting. Whatever it is, there's no denying that cinnamon rolls are an iconic sweet treat. So it does come as a bit of a shocker that currently none of the big fast food chains offer their own version of the cinnamon rolls. This was not the case back in the 90s, however. In the decade of flannel and grunge, Burger King decided it was time to give their customers a little taste of heaven by debuting Cini Minis. The minis were exactly what you think they were, miniature cinnamon rolls. The bite-sized rolls were compact enough that you pretty much got the best part of the cinnamon roll, that being the cinnamon sugar-rich center.
This tastes like heaven.
Unfortunately, you won't find these tiny wonders on the Burger King menu today, as they were discontinued for some baffling reason back in 2016. However, the very vocal fans of the delicious baked treats have created an online petition to bring back the Cini Minis in 2018. This petition worked, sort of. Burger King did bring back the Cini Minis, however, they were only available for delivery courtesy of Grubhub. Unfortunately, this was only for a brief period, leaving Cini Mini fans once again without their favorite mini cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon!
McDonaldland Cookies.
You gave me cookie, I got you cookie, man.
The Happy Meal is the most widely recognized kids' meal of all the fast food chains. From the playful box filled with vibrant colors and signature McDonald's mascots to the toy of the month, there isn't a kid out there that hasn't enjoyed a Happy Meal. Throughout the years, the Happy Meal has undergone a few changes. With the growing concern regarding children's health, McDonald's now offers healthier items such as apple slices in place of the traditional fries, as well as other substitutions. Unfortunately, while the chain has given us a few additions, they've also taken away one of the most popular Happy Meal items, McDonaldland Cookies.
Cookie! Cha-cha want a cookie?
McDonaldland Cookies first popped up on the McDonald's menu back in the mid-1970s. These Happy Meal cookies were comparable to animal crackers, delicious animal-shaped basic cookies that are pretty much irresistible. Of course, McDonaldland Cookies were shaped like all the popular Mickey D's mascots like Ronald, Grimace, and the Hamburglar. Sadly, McDonald's stopped selling McDonaldland Cookies by the time the 90s rolled around.
The sweet taste of victory.
KFC's potato wedges.
Did someone say KFC?
KFC's fries have never been up there with the likes of McDonald's or any of the other big-time franchises. However, the chain has offered its loyal customers other forms of potato deliciousness like good old-fashioned mashed potatoes and even potato wedges. Yes, the Colonel's potato wedges were a thing of crispy, fluffy beauty that was a welcomed change from the standard fast food fry. Sadly, the chain discontinued its potato wedges back in 2019.
Why?
However, the loss of the potato wedges isn't all bad because KFC replaced them with secret recipe fries. And yes, they're exactly what you think they are. While the thought of fries coated in the famous 11 herbs and spices is an absolute win for KFC fans, one can't help but wonder why both spuds couldn't share space on the menu.
Yeah, you got my fries. Secret recipe fries.
First time here? Well, we would rub a magic lamp and use one of our wishes to bring back all the items on this list for you to hit that subscribe button. So go ahead and smash it. Thanks.
Thank you.
McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
Where's my Szechuan sauce?
Dipping sauce is a well-known secret weapon when it comes to fast food. A good sauce can turn a tasty burger, fries, or nuggets into a thing of beauty. Of course, chicken nuggets have been paired with various sauces probably since their creation, and the king of the burger joints knows that you can't have a good nugget without an equally good sauce. McDonald's has been partnering their iconic Chicken McNuggets with a handful of tasty sauces since the late 70s. In an attempt to cover every flavor preference, McDonald's offers variety such as honey, barbecue, and sweet and sour. However, when the popular burger chain introduced the Asian-inspired Szechuan dipping sauce in 1998, it became an instant hit with customers and dwarfed the other sauces in popularity.
Some more of that Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, Morty.
The dipping sauce combines sweet, savory, spicy, and a bit of tang, covering all the flavors in one delicious sauce. The sauce became so popular that it was even referenced in an episode of Rick and Morty in 2017. Sadly, the Szechuan dipping sauce was more of a promotional item, debuting alongside the 1998 animated Disney film Mulan, and was never meant to be a permanent menu item. However, this has not stopped the popular sauce from making a few appearances on the menu from time to time. The popular sauce even managed to make a brief comeback in 2022, but it doesn't look like McD's Szechuan sauce will be returning to the menu permanently anytime soon.
10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce.
Arby's potato cakes.
It's a focus group of Arby's executives watching us eat.
Arby's isn't as world famous as other chains like McDonald's or Burger King. However, Arby's has managed to carve out a niche for itself by serving up something different than burgers and fries. The chain has been hard at work offering savory roast beef sandwiches to an overcrowded hamburger market for decades. However, Arby's innovation doesn't stop with roast beef.
We have the meats.
The sandwich chain is well known for its potatoes, Arby's seasoned curly fries. And at one time, the chain was also known for its crisp and fluffy potato cakes. Arby's potato cakes are as beloved as their curly fries. The cakes were just the right amount of crisp and fried to golden brown perfection. But sadly, the chain decided to replace the beloved cakes with crinkle-cut fries. However, there has been an outcry by fans of the golden brown spud cakes to bring the tasty cakes back to the menu. And yet another display of fan devotion, an online petition is currently floating around the internet urging Arby's to put the potato cakes back on the menu for good. Though some Arby's fans have said you can still find the potato cakes on the menu in some locations, this won't be the case for too much longer.
People will eat anything.
The McRib.
McDonald's gives you a new way to enjoy barbecue.
Over the years, McDonald's has strayed away from burgers and fries to bring their loyal fans something special. Granted, special isn't always a success. We're looking at you, McPizza. However, more often than not, when McDonald's introduces a specialty item, it's usually a win. For many, one of the biggest McDonald's wins was the McRib. Oh, what can be said about that juicy, tangy sandwich that hasn't already been said? The McRib first popped up on the McDonald's menu back in the early 80s, and after being removed from the menu for a brief period, it was resurrected and brought back countless times.
And I'd like the McRib to be available year-round.
The sandwich featured a boneless pork patty, barbecue sauce, onions, pickles, and a home-style roll. Sadly, the sandwich, which actually isn't made from ribs at all, hasn't been seen on a McDonald's menu in quite some time, though the McRib is available as a permanent menu item in cities like Luxembourg. However, for those in this part of the world who think that they will never sink their teeth into a McRib again, McDonald's stated that the sandwich will be making a brief comeback for a final farewell tour. With the finality of the term farewell tour, you may want to stock up on the sandwich if you have the chance. Then again, this sandwich has come and gone so many times that apparently farewell doesn't mean forever. Although McDonald's told customers that the McRib was gone for good last year, it came back for a lucky few in October 2023 at select locations. But will this be the final farewell?
It's your new barbecue craving.
Starbucks Birthday Cake Frappuccino.
I have a big birthday announcement.
What better way to celebrate a birthday than with an oh-so-sweet birthday cake? A birthday is one of the few times of the year when you can almost guarantee that cake will make an appearance. But birthdays aren't just for people. In fact, birthdays can be had for dogs, cats, and yes, even our favorite fast food items. So in 2015, when Starbucks decided to celebrate the Frappuccino's 20th birthday, they did it by introducing the Birthday Cake Frappuccino.
Happy birthday to you.
The drink was a vanilla and hazelnut flavored mix and finished with a generous dollop of whipped cream. The drink was extremely popular, even though the Birthday Cake Frappuccino was only meant as a one-off. In fact, Starbucks brought the Birthday Cake Frappuccino back the following year to celebrate the drink's 21st birthday. Unfortunately, that was the last time the drink would appear on the Starbucks menu. Officially, anyway. You can still order the Birthday Cake Frappuccino if you know the ingredients.
Sounds super litty.
McDonald's fried apple pie.
Huh? Pineapple.
It's a pineapple.
McDonald's has introduced the world to some of the greatest fast food items ever. The Big Mac is about as iconic as fast food gets, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a kid out there who doesn't love Chicken McNuggets. And when it comes to sweets, the chain has given its fans the McFlurry, the McDonaldland Cookies, and the fried apple pie. First off, apple pie is one of the most popular pies in North America. After all, the phrase "as American as apple pie" exists for a reason. So the most American fast food chain serving up their own version of America's dessert was a match made in golden brown heaven. McDonald's delicious fried apple pies were filled with apple cinnamon goodness and were piping hot, crispy, and just plain good.
How's the pie?
So good.
Unfortunately, you won't find a fried apple pie at a McDonald's nowadays. But wait, apple pies are still on the McDonald's menu. That's true, but the modern McDonald's pies are baked, not fried. Back in 1992, the burger chain stopped frying their famous pies for health concerns, and the pies have been baked ever since. However, you can still get your hands on a genuine article, as there are 2 locations that still carry the fried beauties. You'll just have to travel to California or Hawaii if you have that fried apple pie craving that you just can't seem to shake.
Like warm apple pie.
Taco Bell's Breakfast Waffle Taco.
Missed and beloved Taco Bell menu items are?
For the longest time, Taco Bell was known primarily for its lunch and dinner menu. However, with many of the popular franchises offering breakfast options, Taco Bell seemingly caved due to the pressure and decided to throw its sombrero into the morning meal ring. The result? The Taco Bell breakfast menu. Cue mariachi band. The Mexican food chain has been offering up south of the border inspired breakfast items for years at this point, all to varying degrees of popularity. Obvious additions include the breakfast burrito, a hit with customers.
People love breakfast burritos.
However, when it comes to off-the-wall breakfast ideas that became a smash hit for the chain, look no further than the Waffle Taco. The Waffle Taco was a monstrosity of a breakfast item in the best way. The taco featured a waffle replacing the standard tortilla shell, loaded with eggs, sausage, or bacon, and came with a side of syrup, because it is a waffle after all. Despite the Waffle Taco being a crowd pleaser, Taco Bell discontinued the item after revamping its breakfast menu back in 2015. But the Waffle Taco's story doesn't end there. The breakfast item turned out to be so popular that there are online petitions devoted to bringing the Waffle Taco back to the Taco Bell breakfast menu. So keep those fingers crossed.
Tacos do sound really good right now.
Take a second and give this video a like as we take a look at a couple of honorable mentions. Shake Shack's Chicago Hot Dog. There's nothing quite like a Chicago hot dog, a thick and juicy ballpark frank sliced in half with tomatoes, pickles, and onions. The Chicago dog is the Windy City's contribution to the otherwise rather bland hot dog scene. Shake Shack wasn't about to let Chicago have all the glory, so the chain decided to offer up its own version of the famous dog, and customers wouldn't have had it any other way. But sadly, Shake Shack's Chicago hot dog has gone the way of Al Capone.
No one makes the rules for Al Capone but Al Capone.
Taco Bell's Mexican Pizza. Okay, what's the first thing you think of when picturing delicious Mexican food? Ooey gooey mozzarella, tangy tomato sauce, and savory pepperoni? Of course! Well, this didn't stop the culinary geniuses at Taco Bell from bringing Italian and Mexican food together in a glorious mishmash called the Mexican Pizza. The pizza was topped with seasoned beef, refried beans, cheese, and tomatoes sandwiched between 2 tortillas. Good news, this fan favorite seems to have made a permanent comeback last year. Now the top spot.
It's not an award show, Tina.
McDonald's 3rd Pound Angus Burger.
The Amazing Angus.
Over the years, McDonald's has been responsible for some iconic burgers. We're all familiar with the Big Mac, so no need to sing the praises of that particular burger. However, the Quarter Pounder is almost as iconic as the chain's signature burger. Recently, McDonald's has added burgers to its menu that have been hit or miss. The McLean and McDLT, for example, were ideas that probably should have stayed locked away in someone's imagination, as they were better on paper.
Could have been worse.
However, when the Angus burger was introduced, the burger became an instant classic. So what's better than Angus beef? How about a third-pound Angus patty? This was exactly what Angus fans got back in the late 2000s. The third-pound Angus featured a 1/3 pound Angus patty and came in 3 different varieties: deluxe, bacon and cheese, and mushroom and Swiss. Unfortunately, the Angus burger was ousted from the menu by the time 2013 rolled around, and that was the end of McD's Angus burger as a permanent menu item.
It's simply smoking, and it's a little bit fancy.
Why not check out part 1 or 2 of this video? Just tap or click. And hey, leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.